Uh,
Um,
so, I mean, what sort of components do you like working with, and do you use any sort of like high quality components within your work and your products at all?
so I try and find the highest quality components that I can without it being sort of new old stock or anything vintage or anything like that. And I see a lot of builders nowadays that are trying to sort of strip old radios down and finding these old mojo components because I mean they look great. Don't get me wrong, they look great. But the thing is, if I'm struggling to get components, then I can't build pedals. So I try and design my pedals in the mind that if I run out of stock or something, I can order it online and get a replenishment. So all my circuits are designed in that way that
Yeah,
I'll try and get that great sound with readily available stuff. So
yeah,
while it is the highest quality that you can get or
yeah.
whatever, there's nothing magical or rare or anything like that
Yeah.
about them really.
Funny enough, you might Lou Poniz at Don Poniz said that a similar thing. It's like when he's like building pedals, or if he gets like a vintage pedal in that he's restoring, and it's like okay, he has that chat with the customer as to what do they want a replica of what it was like, in the 60s
Yeah,
or the 70s, and in which case it's got to locate those parts and pop them in, which is great. But for the best part, it's like, well, uh, in those days, the engineers would have been working with stuff that was just available around them in the workshop at the time.
yeah,
And you can get, and he can get as good as sounds with sort of readily available, components, really. So he said a very
that's
same
it.
sort of thing. So where can guitarists and bass players get hold of Sight and Sound Effects then?
So to be honest, I do most of my advertising on either Instagram or Facebook. I should have probably checked this beforehand, but I think it's sightandsoundeffects.bigcartel.com.
I think it
In
is.
fact, it is because I've just checked it.
It is. Yeah, it is.
But yeah, like I said, I'm most active on Instagram really. So if someone wants
Yeah.
to follow me on Instagram, it's just Sight and Sound Effects.
Yeah. And where you, I mean, you're based in sort of Yorkshire, England,
Yes, Rotherham. Yeah.
Rotherham, good place of the world that is. Um, so where are you shipping to from Rotherham? Are you shipping all over the world, or?
In the past, I have done sort of worldwide shipping, yeah. At the minute, I'm trying to keep it just to the UK. Obviously, with COVID and stuff, I've heard horror stories about people getting parcels that have taken months to arrive and parcels that haven't even arrived at all. So at least for the time being, I am trying to keep it just to UK shipping. But as soon as things clear up, yeah, we're going worldwide again. So
Okay, excellent.
fingers crossed it don't take too long.
Absolutely. And if you could, if you wave a magic wand, and if there's any sort of like builder out there that you would love to maybe collaborate with, who would that be?
Oh, it's something I've not really thought about, to be honest. For me, it would probably be something completely out of the ordinary. Um, Maybe someone like Korg or, like a synth manufacturer or something that's outside the box a little bit for
Yeah,
me. Um, yeah, it's not really anything that's sort of crossed my mind, to be honest, but yeah.
yeah,
It would be some wacky arpeggiating reverb, whatever. Yeah.
excellent. And so, what's next for yourself and Sight and Sound Effects? What you got planned, and where you hope to be, sort of like the company being in a couple of years' time, or what pedals have you got on the way and things like that?
So there's a few pedals on the way. I don't really want to say too much about them purely because I I'm in the mindset now because I keep redesigning and redesigning. I'm in the mindset now that I'm not going to release anything until I'm 100% happy with it. But there is sort of 5 or 6 pedals that will be released throughout the next 12 months or so.
Nice.
And if I'm still doing what I am now in a couple of years' time, that's fine by me. Like I said, I'm not in it to sort of become the next boss, or, you know what I mean? If I can still keep making pedals at the scale I am now, in 2 years' time, I'll be happy.
Excellent.
Really.
Excellent. All right, Ross. Well, look, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to finally meet you, albeit through a screen. And thanks very much for your contribution to FX Pedal Planet. It's always a pleasure seeing your posts and your support. And it's been great getting to know you since we had that sort of initial message, probably via Instagram or something like that, maybe last year or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's always a pleasure seeing your messages and everything. So thank you very much. So.
No, thank you for having me, Steve. It's been my pleasure.
All right.
It's been great talking to you.
All right. Well, we'll do this again sometime.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
I'll see you again.
Take care, Steve.
All right. Cheers. Bye.